Alright guys, so we are back. It is summer, it's July 15th, so we are right in the thick of summer here. You see my grass here behind me, a little bit of heat stress back here. Nothing too crazy though, we're still looking really good. That heat stress is probably from the new seed that we laid down when we did the leveling project, so it's probably needing a little bit of a oversee when we get to fall. Not a big deal though, very happy with how this is all kind of looking and kind of handling out. We're gonna have a big project coming on our hands though here in the next couple of days, so I'm excited to get that over to you. But what I have today, not exactly what I wanted to make this video about. I had this big project that I've really been working on for just about a year now, over a year actually, and I have to call it quits. It just isn't materializing the way I wanted it to, and it's becoming more of a headache. It's just not coming in. I've tried to be patient, I've tried to do everything I can, and it just seems like it's a roadblock after roadblock after roadblock right in my way. Really just doesn't want to make it work for me. And so for those of you who have watched this channel, who've seen a lot of what I've done across my whole yard, front, back, you know that there's probably one piece of grass or one part of my yard that you have not seen in about a year, and that's because I killed off one of my lawns. I wanted to put down this interesting grass seed that I saw and see if I could get it to grow from seed and really kind of take off and be a really cool grass seed. The reason why I chose this grass seed was because it was heat tolerant, shade tolerant, it was glyphosate resistant, which meant that, you know, if you had weeds infesting your lawn, you can do a diluted solution of glyphosate, spray your whole lawn down, and it wouldn't kill the grass, it would only kill the weeds, which I thought was an amazing aspect to this lawn. And so I really wanted to, you know, give it a shot. So Dave Hill, one of our subscribers, was able to actually buy the seed for us. He financed the seed, and I was able to go ahead and snag a bag. And it's expensive seed. I mean, we're talking over $100 for 5 pounds of Kentucky Bluegrass seed. So it's an expensive seed. When we put it down, everything was going off okay. It's a very slow growing Kentucky Bluegrass. I mean, Kentucky Bluegrass on its own takes a while, but this was so much longer. And I really didn't see any good growth until about the spring of this year, and it's still not there. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to call it quits on this for a couple reasons. I'm gonna show you guys exactly why though, and here it is. So you guys can see it's not looking good. I mean, this has nothing to do with the heat. It does look a little bit more green in the spring, but as you can see, like right down here, very patchy. Nothing is really filled in here, and anything that is here has really kind of died off. All the way in the back corner over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, the sun's kind of coming in. We got that golden hour right now, but nothing really came in back here. And it's all just, you know, bare dirt still. This spot right here, I mean, this spot right here is magical. It's beautiful. But then we have other grasses coming in, we got weeds coming in, and it's just becoming more of a headache to try and get this to really fill in the way I want it to, the way that it should. And what this would ultimately become is like a 3-year project to try and even just get this manageable. I hit a crossroads and I was like, okay, here's what we can do. We can order some more seed. And so I started looking to buy some more seed. Well, my state changed some laws about GMO seeds. I can't get them anymore because apparently this seed is a GMO type of seed. We can't order it and get it delivered here. The only way I could have got it is if I paid to have it shipped somewhere else and then have someone else ship it to me. It would have cost me over half the price of the seed in general just to have it shipped to me. At that point, it just didn't feel like it was worth going through the trouble anymore. So I'm pivoting. And we are going to kill this off. I'm gonna kill it off. My HOA is gonna love me. It'll be like the 3rd letter that they've sent me about this piece of grass here. We are going to kill this off, and we are going to plant something kind of cool. For those of you who may be sports fans, you know, I'm a huge Red Sox fan. My family's huge Red Sox fans. And we are just, you know, we're diehard. We watched every game this season. We watched them all. My daughter absolutely loves Jarren Duran. She's the biggest Jarren Duran fan I think I've ever seen. Hopefully he sticks around this season. And so what I have decided to do is I decided to call up the Red Sox. I started getting in touch with their grounds crew people via Instagram, email, phone calls, whatever I could do to find out who their supplier was for their sod. And so if you're with me now, you kind of understand where we're going here. I was able to kind of piece together where the sod was grown. I gave them a call, said, hey, can I grab some of this seed that you guys use at Fenway Park? I want this specific blend. And they said, absolutely. So I went ahead and I got the exact seed that they grow for Fenway Park. I mean, as a kid, I was 9-10 years old when my first visit to Fenway Park, and you see that grass and it's something magical. I mean, the whole ballpark is something magical, and the grass out there is just, it brings it all together. So I'm going to have my own little piece of Fenway Park right here in Idaho. And I can't wait to get this going. So today we're going to start that process. We're going to kill off this grass and spray it with some glufosinate with a little bit of surfactant. Gonna cut off the sprinklers and let this thing just die off all the way through July. August, we'll go ahead and we'll come in, we'll clean it all up with our dethatcher and get the seed bed ready to go ahead and lay down some really nice seed. And then we're gonna be good to go. So we'll hopefully have some seed down by about mid-August. Temperature's gonna start to cool down a little bit by then. The seed should be able to germinate really quickly, and then by fall, this thing should be really nice and filled in. We're gonna really pound it though with nitrogen once the seed gets germinated and kind of established, so it could really fill in and thicken up quickly before the winter. So that's my plan now. I'm pivoting to this new structure. It's unfortunate for this ProVista Kentucky Bluegrass. It just didn't want to come in the way I wanted to. I was so hopeful. Did I mention the grass name? I may not have. It's Scotts ProVista, guys. Hopefully I mentioned that earlier, but this is the Scotts ProVista Kentucky Bluegrass. I was very, very hopeful for it. But though, I'm going to pivot to something even better. Fenway Park. We're at Fenway Park here. We're gonna get that going though. So we're gonna go ahead and kill this grass off and get it all going. I'm gonna spray it down with some glufosinate, with some surfactant, and a little bit of blue dye just to see where I'm spraying. And then, yeah, so you guys can see that here. I'm doing a nice heavy spray across the whole lawn and just making sure everything is nice and evenly covered. I'm gonna probably lose some light here at the end though. And we'll have a nice, toasty lawn. At least it'll be nice and blue. So my HOA can't yell at me about it looking brown and drought ridden, as what the last HOA letter said. And then in a couple weeks, we'll go ahead and rip it all out and put our new grass seed down. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Again, stick around because I am going to take you guys through this whole process of putting down this Kentucky Bluegrass. It is a 365 SS blend. It is going to be absolutely amazing once we're done with it. It is a fast germination Kentucky Bluegrass. So I'm very, very excited to go ahead and get this cleared out, get the new seed in, and have this looking like $1 million. I promise you guys, there's a lot of big things coming. I got something coming tomorrow. I can't wait to get that video going because it's going to take us to a whole nother level where, my lawn's gonna look, granted, this doesn't look good. And this is embarrassing. And I'll be honest, I did not want to show this because it was embarrassing. I, didn't want to admit that I failed. But sometimes failure happens and some really good things can come from failing. And we learned that this grass seed just wasn't for us. And we're gonna do a new grass seed that is going to look so much better, so much better. I think it's gonna be, ooh, I can't wait. That is all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, go ahead, smash that like and subscribe button. And as always, guys, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, and go out there and make it a great day.